Tech.
But
Not saying Google Tech is not great. They make great money, but it's like, yo, I felt like a damn Google Tech. Here, this is how you send an email. This is how you connect. Turn your Wi-Fi. Reset the Wi-Fi button. Maybe the modem's off. Like, yo!
And then all of those students then got sent to me, not because there were social emotional problems, what I'm saying, but okay, why has it been your excuse for the past 3 weeks that you don't have your schedule when I literally made you a clickable schedule, a printable schedule? Why is it your excuse that you can't find the link when I call you every morning and send you a link through email? Like, you can't keep, everything was, it was so easy to make the excuses, and I'm like, I'm trying to help
I'm gonna ask you, and we're gonna wrap that up, and then we're gonna get to your brand, the podcast, and everything. How did you feel when they started giving you adult mannerism excuses?
Oh my gosh. I
had to go shopping. I had to go to Target with my mom. What are you talking about?
Sorry.
You can't do your homework?
I have a hair appointment. I'm like, it is 12 p.m. on a Tuesday. You have social studies, not a hair appointment. Yeah, but this is the only one I can get. What are you saying right now? Like, you have to be in school. Like, I'm telling you, like it fell on the counselors as well to like do those calls. It was all hands on deck, and like seriously, shout out to everyone at STEM Civics, that school, that community. They worked their butts off, and I had a rock star team and rock star students, because you all were just being middle schoolers,
right.
and that's shout out to taking your opportunity and running with it.
Yeah, right. Y'all ran with it. That's an understatement. They Randy Moss the damn thing. Yo, Hail Mary, throw it, touchdown, it's happening. Like, yo, it was crazy.
If there was a year for middle schoolers to finesse the shit out of anything,
that was it. That was the finesse. That's an understatement. They super duper coy shifted.
Holy.
The whole dynamic of what would happen if education had no value.
Yeah. And long story short, as it was like I said, the most enriching year in education I ever had, because everything I ever learned as an educator, as a counselor, as a psychologist, thrown out the window.
Thrown out the window.
Thrown out the window.
And you had to Google how to be a Google tech.
That was literally, it was.
That's all we were.
It was.
Hey, DOE, if you want to hit me up with fines and suspensions, you go right ahead. Yeah, you can write me up too. That's fine. But you were damn near Google techs.
It was insane.
God forbid if the Wi-Fi didn't work. Oh. And you were in the building and the Wi-Fi didn't work? Oh my God. Go to this class. Go to that class. Go here. Go there. Go everywhere. Matter of fact, hang up one upside down on the ceiling and clean that too. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Oh my God.
Like, no, seriously, I'm just being, yo. But meanwhile, I don't really want to blow up spots. Fine, whatever, I don't care. Said other person is in like Honolulu. like, you know what I'm saying? And you're slaving in the building, having to go to work, from work, on train, to a building, just to get back on the computer. That's really demeaning. I really felt insane sometimes.
I think it's crazy that you're telling me you had to be in that school. Like, at least I was in my New Jersey apartment.
You know why? Because me, like a foolio, okay, big foolio. No, I did 7 months the first time. I'm good. I did 7-8 months. I'm good. I'm refreshed. Maybe things will be better if I go back in the building. What a buffoon I was.
Oh, no.
What a jackass I was. Jeez. I should have fucking just stayed home. Yeah. But no, me being a diligent worker.
Trying to be,
I'm mentally fresh. What? I'm like, I'm calling parents more than ever. I don't want them knowing my voice. I don't care. Texting, calling. Can you tell your son to do? These kids were missing like 15 assignments, 20 assignments. How do you miss 20 assignments? You got 2 hours of school.
Let me tell you, I never expected to be blocked by so many parents. Luckily, I had a work phone, but like they just didn't want to hear it anymore. And I'm like, what? This is day 60 that your son or daughter is not in math class. Can you please get them in math class? And I just got blocked.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I took them with me to Target. What do you mean?
They just didn't want to hear it anymore. I'm like, this is my job, is to keep accountability for your students being in the class.
Right.
Please don't block me. I have no other way to make sure that your student is alive. Please.
It is what it is. That was your yesteryear. Let's get right to it.
Okay, let's
Life as a podcast.
Life as a podcast.
Pros and cons right now.
Pros, doing this on your own. There's so much that comes with putting something together that is totally yours.
Right.
The growth is both scary and incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like every day I'm learning something new. Today specifically in the studio, you taught me that I didn't need to wear these headphones.
Right. Well, listen, don't get me in trouble. Okay, listen, hey, everybody here at Gotham Podcast Studio, you want to wear headphones, you go right ahead. That is not, those are the words of Reem'o Meerak Tyson. Those is just something that happens that he just doesn't like to follow rules.
Yeah.
That's okay. But, go back to it.
But there's just that's a small learning opportunity for me, that I can wear my hair how I want and not just in a bun when I podcast. However, there are so many different, things that you learn about business and about yourself, and it's all happening rapid fire.
Mm-hmm.
But also that rapid fire is the fire that I have to light myself. That is also the scary part.
Mm-hmm.
That is, it's not the con, but that's the part where accountability, consistency, perseverance,
mm-hmm.
and patience
mm-hmm.
all come in.
Ooh.
So, and it's all of those things together,
mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna become anything overnight.
Right.
However, the everything that I put into my day
mm-hmm.
is building on what's gonna happen the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So of course I want to think big picture, and it's
right.
pretty cool to be able to think big picture.
Correct.
But it really is there is something so sobering and grounding about doing something for yourself, because it's you versus you.
Right.
And if you fail, it's on you. And if you
It's
succeed, it's on you.
Right.
And so that's the pros and the cons. It's all right there. That is it. There is no one else, and we talked about the power of relationships and the power of leveraging your network, and that's something that I'm both using and leaning into and learning. But at the end of the day, those are the supports. That's not the main pillar. I'm the one I'm the foundation.
Right.
And I gotta make sure my foundation is strong.
Right.
So cons, I would say that at first you really budgeting. Ooh. When you don't have that instant income, that's for sure. And I find that in my podcast too. It's everyone I speak to, that's actually seems to be what holds people back the most.
Yeah.
And
it's the budgeting.
It's the budgeting.
To make that leap.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to cut you off, but to make that leap. I'll keep it a buck with me. I'm not gonna lie. Am I teetering on maybe last year? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's 50-50. I mean, yes, I'm at a new school, but in the same token, I'm teetering.
Yeah.
It's not to say maybe so, but the thing is, because see, when I do with education, that's my escape away from the industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not to say that I don't love the industry or just stay there to talk to people, but it gives me that escape to refuel, refresh. Okay, I don't have to be Reem'o Meerak. Okay, here's Kareem Tyson.
Yeah.
If my students are listening, do not call me Kareem. Boom. Now I'm him, Kareem.
Yeah.
Cool. Mr. Tyson. Cool. After 3 p.m. or whatever. Okay, now I'm back to Reem'o. Right? But it goes to show, all right, it's going to evidently happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is, okay, do I have enough energy mentally to go keep switching and just not stay
Back
one?
forth.
So I got to stay one. But I definitely am glad you touched on that. let's stay on it with your podcast. So definitely with your podcast, and to let everybody know, what do you feel could make it pop, or for that matter, what do you feel you want to stay away from it from declining? Take us into that.
Okay, so you're hitting on something that's so interesting for me because I actually feel like I'm teetering on this right now by implementing the new speaker series and shying away from my initial season, which was really me talking about psychology shit and talking about my story, which brought people in.
Right.
But 10 episodes of me talking, I could talk to the wall. I'll talk forever. Really, that's not something I have a problem with. But like that brought people, like a substantial follower base in. But now, like for me personally, I have to keep growing it. And I can't keep talking about, the psychology of, our psychological processes and becoming the best version of ourselves all day, every day. Like, I will lose followers in that way as well. Like, I had 10 episodes, maybe I can go 10 more. Keep that. What I'm hoping is going to help make it pop is this implementation of bringing on others.
Right.
Bringing on others in the same capacity, because I was super transparent in my first season that like this was like I wanted to be transparent about like this is me learning how to grow and how to build something and why I did it, and here's my story. So now I'm trying to really like move that towards, okay, you've heard me and my story and what I'm doing. I'm still doing it, and I'm trying to do it by now implementing this new speaker series to hear how other people are doing it or how they have done it. So,
yours truly, Reem'o Meerak, a.k.a. Chef Reem'o. Yeah, you hear it, CUTS. You know what the CUTS stand for: Culture, Urban, Technology, and Sports. Now, for the latest features, content, interviews, and more, click that subscribe button. Come on, man!